All right, so here's the otherworldly mixed martial arts talent, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and there's so much made about his value as a corner man. Tonight, though, he is competing and has Bullahs in his corner.
Yeah, Coach Khabib is as undefeated as fighter Khabib, but we love getting the opportunity to see Nurmagomedov compete again. This guy is the definition of pressure. He is trying to take you down, and he does not hide his intentions. He wants to get in your face, he wants to take you down, and he wants to drown you. This guy's a savage, he's a beast. Every word that describes that is Khabib Nurmagomedov with Hasbulla in his corner.
And if Hasbulla didn't have any value, probably wouldn't be in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for the former lightweight champ tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Got to think he's going to try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Khamzat Chimaev, he is ready to go, so are we, for our main event. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight.
Let's do it.
All right, Khamzat Chimaev is back as this round gets underway. Undefeated fighter who has officially taken the sport by storm. His fight against Gilbert Burns back at UFC 273 probably is going to end up in the Hall of Fame. But Khamzat didn't want to talk about that this week at all. He wants a quick night at the office. He wants to get a finish, and actually said he believes it's going to materialize on the feet. Oh, lands a hip toss now. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Nurmagomedov's back into full guard. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition. He passes to half guard.
Nice strike from bottom position. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Chimaev's in half guard, making all these shots count. ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Chimaev.
You need to work on this position.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Khabib's in half guard now.
Keep that ground position.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Khamzat Chimaev.
That was nice.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Chimaev. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow. Right. You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position.
Second round, straight ahead. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, round two. Oh, nice strike landed there by Khamzat Chimaev. All right, so there it is with the punch. One thing to have a reach advantage, another to employ. Straight punch there again, been there all night. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, nice judo toss for him. Inside the closed guard now.
He went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Nurmagomedov's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two.
This is a terrible position.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Lands with the ground and pound here. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Nice job by him to still be a threat off of his back. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Nurmagomedov.
Nice transition.
Oh, he's got his back. Oh, great transition there as he reverses to top position. Beautiful work on the ground there by Khamzat Chimaev. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
10 minutes in the books.
All right, take a seat. All right, no big deal. You got a little cut. It's not going to affect us at all. Do not worry about it. I need you to take a deep breath, get out there, and get back.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. A swing and a miss by Nurmagomedov. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count.
Great ground and pound by this man.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
Full side control now.
So that cut continues to get more severe with every passing moment of the fight.
Every moment. You know, when you get cut in a fight, you expect for it to worsen because you're not going to not get hit anymore. Right now, he's got to do something to try to limit the damage. Otherwise, it's going to get real bad. Great shot from the top position. Now he's got good body position. Yup.
3 minutes to go. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running a guy over, Johnny, and he just gets up.
Oh, this is getting kind of hard to watch, right? He targets the cut and lands a strike right on it. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
I need you to move. Scramble.
Now he's going full mount.
Use your hips to get up.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Use your elbows.
Under a minute to go in the round.
You're good here. You're winning the round.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov.
Getting him out here. Big ground and pound.
Final seconds of round 3. Chimaev's really bleeding heavily now. You got to think they might bring in the ringside physician to take a look at that cut between rounds. All right, so he has made his way to the end of the round, and quickly he makes his way to the stool. The cut man has his work to do over these 60 seconds.
You are fine. We expected a bloody fight. We knew this was going to happen. We expected that roar. Refocus.
All right, well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight. Oh, nice level change.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard. Oh, staying busy, fighting off of his back, and he lands. Really starting to bleed profusely out of that eye. It's not looking good, champ.
Well, it's leaking down his face. The guy's been beat up, and now this cut has become a real issue.
Trying for a submission now.
Arm is very tight.
Good work. Let's stand it up.
Whoa! Submission defense and gets out.
I mean, calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half with an arm bar.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
That was a slick transition.
The ground strike's starting to pile up. Oh, man, another strike gets through. You can only describe his condition as critical now.
I need you to fight back.
Trying to finish this fight.
Now we're going.
Oh, a big right hand. All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient.
You need to fight back.
Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount.
He's got to be careful here.
Huge elbow there. Might get the TKO here.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
The official decision is now in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 38 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khabib